Time is running out for negotiators to emerge with an agreement at the COP17 negotiations in Durban. And the presidency has distanced itself from comments made by the newly appointed head of the Special Investigating Unit, Willem Heath. I'm Richard Brooks. Time is running out for negotiators to emerge with an agreement at the COP17 negotiations in Durban. While talks are continuing behind closed doors, there is pressure on delegates, as some of the ministers have already started leaving the conference before the talks are officially concluded. From the International Convention Centre, Zanele Buthelezi reports.
In a race against time, negotiators broke at midday for an hour for private deliberations. A visibly fatigued COP17 President Maite Mashabane emerged from the main plenary hall, but she remained mum on how the talks were going.
You will know as soon as we have information for you.
Two of the main issues still under discussion are the Kyoto Protocol as well as the long-term cooperative action. Parties appeared not to be in agreement on how much developed countries should reduce greenhouse gas emissions and by when. There's still no clarity on when these negotiations will end, but according to UN regulations, they cannot go beyond 6 p.m. Zanele Buthelezi, SABC News, at the COP17 in Durban.
The presidency has distanced itself from comments made by the newly appointed head of the Special Investigating Unit, Willem Heath. A newspaper published a report where Heath allegedly criticized former President Thabo Mbeki. In the report, Heath is alleged to have said that Mbeki abused his position by interfering in some cases handled by the criminal justice system. Mbeki's office has formally approached government to provide evidence of all the allegations. The presidency has released a statement saying that none of the allegations made by Heath have been attributed to any duty or function which he exercises as head of the SIU. Presidency spokesperson Mac Maharaj.
At the first reading, of course, none of the allegations by Mr. Heath have been attributed to any duty or function which he exercises as the head of the SIU. And a perusal of the newspaper report makes it very clear that it was conducted by Mr. Heath in his personal capacity. The presidency and the government in general have nothing whatsoever to do with the comments made by Mr. Heath. Nonetheless, the president is concerned about the statements, and he has instituted an internal inquiry into it.
In rugby news, the South African Sevens team have advanced to the semi-finals of the third tournament of the Sevens World Series played at the Nelson Mandela Bay Stadium in Port Elizabeth in the Eastern Cape. The Blitzbokke will face Samoa in the semis after beating France 26-12 in a quarter-final encounter. The half-time score was 12-all. South Africa's tries were scored by Boom Prinsloo, Cecil Africa and Bernardo Botha. There have been appeals for calm in the DRC following the victory of President Joseph Kabila in disputed elections. Riot police are patrolling the capital Kinshasa and gunshots have been heard. Main opposition candidate Etienne Tshisekedi has rejected the official results and declared himself the winner, raising fears of violence. Tshisekedi has described the announcement of the victory of his rival as a provocation and says he is the victor.
I consider myself as the elected president of the Democratic Republic of Congo in accordance with your will. I thank you for the confidence that you have placed in me, and I ask you to remain calm and serene while waiting for me to tell you what you must do to confront the situation that the enemy of the Congolese people has forced on us.